Hey everyone, it's Brian here. Today I'm coming on to do my Scrappy design team project for this month, the month of October 2024. And today I'm going to be making this little treat bag of sorts from some paper that we have available right now at scrappytailscrafts.com, and using some of the Nevermore collection that we released recently. So I will show you how to make the bag in just a few minutes. But first I want to show you a top tip on how to decipher which order the dies go on for this one here and this one here on sides. And I want to put this part together first before we do the bag, because I'll be tempted to put bag together completely and then have to put that on. That'll be more difficult to do it that way. So instead of a skull on this one, we're going to be using a raven. So we'll get to that in just a minute. But first of all, I've labeled these 1, 2, and 3. You get 2 of each. They're going for the opposite sides, each one. So each one's opposite of the other. This one's number 1. As you can see, there's only 2 holes there on the back. And this is the best way to decipher which one of the layers is which, is by the number of holes on the back. So this one you can see there's only 2, which means it's just going to cut out the skull as a whole and not cut out the eyes or anything like that. Now layer number 2, you can see it looks very similar, except there's some holes in there. How can you tell this is number 2, though? Because this one's got more holes than number 1, yet there's fewer holes than number 3, which will be on the top. So we're going from the bottom being the least number of holes to the top having the most number of holes on the back of the die. As you can see here, this is what it looks like on the front. Just reverse it and you get what I mean. And then number 3, you see there's a ton of holes in there. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and put our oval on first before we do anything else. And if you are interested in buying any of these products, the affiliate links will be listed in the description box below this video. And as you know by now, the affiliate links are just simply like this. You won't have to pay any extra money to purchase the products, but I may earn a small commission from your purchase. So it's a win-win in the crafty world. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. Make sure it's all even on all sides. And we're going to go figure out which side goes with which. You see on the left side here, there's going to be a fracture in the skull on the left side. I'll show it to you up close now. Probably wouldn't be able to see it from down there. On the left side, there's going to be a fracture here on the skull on the left side. And on the right side, it's going to be the same fracture, only on the right side. That's how you can tell that they're which side they are. So I'm going to go grab my tweezers here real quick. I just want to make sure I cut. Yeah, I think I did this right. Yeah, I did. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make sure on the right side. Our black layer is going to be the bottommost layer in this case. There we go. Now for our first layer on the opposite side. Do the same exact thing. And now we're going to do second layer, which is this craft color layer. As you can see, the eyes and nose and two sides here for the jaws are popped completely out. There we go. Here's the opposite side here. And I'm glued in view. I'm sorry. Haven't been paying attention to where the camera's at. And now for top layer, you see there's more missing pieces on here. And you can also tell, that's obviously the top layer because there's so many pieces missing. I'm just going to glue these down real quick. I'll do this side too. And here our skulls are on and layered and everything. Now we just want to take our crow next. Our raven. I already put the eyebrow on it. I decided not to put the pieces for the eye on there this time because that was going to be a little too time consuming, and I want to try to get this video done in less than 30 minutes. Of which I've already I've already used about a third of that time. So I am going to go ahead and glue this down. The box is pretty easy to assemble. It wouldn't be something good for a trick-or-treat bag per se, but would be something good for like maybe a favor bag for like a kid's classroom Halloween party or something. It just wouldn't do too great as a trick-or-treat bag because you can see it's so small. And now we need to get the beak on. I'm just going to put it on like this. And now we're going to put our word Nevermore on here. There's 2 layers for that. The word itself and the outline. So I'm going to go ahead and put the outline on first. I'm just going to scribble some glue on here. I can wipe it off as soon as I'm done putting it on. So I really don't like putting the glue on such small places. Or such small layers like these here. Or I'll just do them, you know, on the outline or something. Let's see here if we got this down. Nope. There we go. It's lined up pretty much perfectly. I'm going to put that on top of the raven there, near about 3/4 of the way from the bottom. Now I'm just going to put the glue on here so I'll know where to put it exactly, so there won't be overrun onto the desk. Although there's going to be, looks like. There we go. I think it looks good right there. Now on to making the bag. You're gonna need 2 pieces of cardstock from the Nevermore paper collection. I'll see if I can find that real quick for you to show you what I'm talking about. This paper collection here, the current collection from Scrappy Tales. And we're going to go ahead and bring out the trimmer real quick and the scoreboard. So please note that these are 6 inches by 8.5 inches. So that's 6 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall when you start it. But I want to cut it down to 5.5 inches by 8 inches. So I'm going to take 1/2 inch off 2 sides. 1/2 inch off top, 1/2 inch off the right side, let's say. Or you can do bottom and left. It doesn't matter. Just as long as there's 1/2 inch taken off going up and down and 1/2 inch taken off left and right. You know what I mean. So instead of 6 by 8.5, it's going to be 5.5 by 8. That's what I'm trying to say. I believe we're done with the trimmer now. So I'm going to try to find my notes again real quick. I'm pretty sure I know where to score at, but I just want to make sure. Okay, so we're going to start on this 8-inch side, 8-inch wide. Going to score 1 inch at the bottom on the list side here. So we're going to have the bottom here at the 2 corners where they meet at 0 and 0. That's important because this is more likely you're going to be using some pattern paper that's directional for this. So you're going to want to keep it at the bottom and on the left. And we're going to do that for the other one as well. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Couldn't tell at first. 1 inch bottom at 0, 0 at the bottom left there. And now we're going to go ahead and turn a quarter turn. So we have the 5.5 inch side facing upwards. Short side basically is going to be at the top. Our top left corner will be at the 0, 0 mark, like that. We're going to score 1/2 inch. And 4.5 inches on both of them. One-half inch and 4.5 inches. That should be it for the scoring. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my scissors here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one corner here off at the bottom, where the 1/2 inch meets the 1 inch. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So that bottom left corner is going to be mitered away on both sides. And then we're going to do the same thing, except we're just going to miter these 2 sides. They're next to each other on the bottom right. So both ends of the 4.5 inch score line are going to be mitered like so. We will not be cutting that corner off. Now we're going to go ahead and burnish our score lines down. Can get some double-sided tape here. I'm going to go ahead and use this one first. Put some glue on top of that, so I can have a little wiggle room, mainly, and also because it'll help make the seal more permanent. That's a twofer there. So I'm going to go ahead and gently burnish this down. Make sure it sticks real well. And now I'm going to go ahead and stick this thing we just made on here. Like this. Before we put it all together. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and stick this down a little more. Now we're going to go ahead and finally, well, almost finally, I put the bottom together after this. I'm going to go ahead and take this piece of tape off and put some glue on it. That's strange. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Went the wrong way with that. Should have been doing that way. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and somehow manage to finish this off. I would put this under the camera, but unfortunately you all wouldn't be able to see it because my camera's too low for you to be able to see this part. I'm going to go ahead and just stick this pencil in here. It's not sharpened or anything, so it won't hurt the inside. That should do it. So I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe and ring the bell for all notifications. And y'all, I hope to have another video out for y'all real soon. So I hope to see you again real soon. Bye.